Hi everybody, just before we start this video, I wanted to quickly stop off to put a little caveat for some of the rules that we're going to be playing with in these videos. Now, at the time of filming, the rules are still in alpha, I believe. So
yeah, definitely.
Alpha, beta.
Well, really, they're
fluid.
alpha because that's one of the pledge levels is being able to do the beta rules.
Yeah. So basically, what we're saying in this is, if there are any changes to the rules that you notice from the videos to the final rulebook, it is because we're playing it really early on, and we're actually feeding in a little bit to the guys, and some changes are happening because of it.
Yeah, and if you have any comments about the rules, put them in the bottom, and it'll help us with developing the game.
Yeah. Now, we always do love putting out prizes, yeah? So, we have one up for grabs, and it's quite the funny one, okay? So, you may notice this character popping up in some of the videos. Now, I'll give you a good close look at him, like so. So this is basically a 3-up of one of the characters. This is Franz, yeah?
Yeah.
And what we've done is, we've hidden him in some of the videos. So, this one's going to be a little different, because as well as just doing your regular comments, you're going to have to see how many times he pops up during these videos and actually get a comment in on the final one as to how many times you think he has been in there. Now, we will only be counting from the final video, because that's where you'll have had the chance to see every time that he's been in. So don't go guessing before then, because you could get it wrong.
And not including this video.
Fair point. This little segment does not count, but the prize is something very cool. So one of the pledge levels for the Fabled Realms Kickstarter is going to be a beta weekend. So basically, whenever you take that pledge, it'll allow you and a mate to come and spend a weekend learning to play Fabled Realms.
Yeah.
And those people that come to it will be getting what's called the beta kit, right?
Yeah, they will be.
So what it is 2 sets of resin miniatures, 1 eightfold path, 1 Druggoi, 1 set of beta cards, and beta rules, yes.
And the beta rules?
Yeah, sorry, my brain went...
That's all right.
The prize is not actually to come to the event, because that would be a little bit silly. But whoever wins will receive that beta set, so that you and a mate can actually start getting into the game and learning to play.
Yeah, and this will be months before the eventual release of the Kickstarter product.
Yes. So the question is, how many times does our big version of Franz end up hiding in a video? So get your comments in, and we will see you a little later. Hi everybody, I have been joined by Cad from Foreground, and today is my training match for the Legends of Fabled Realms. So, I'll be learning to play the Druggoi.
Yeah.
We will be playing this as a legacy match, so this would be essentially the first sort of campaign week of a campaign, yeah? Yeah,
so this is your starter set going on and growing from now. So you've bought your basic troops, and now you're going to see if your Druggoi can go from nothing to being...
Superheroes.
Yeah, a hero, I guess.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so we are playing from turn 2, just so that we get those initial moves out of the way, get the sort of scenario set up for everybody, right? So, whose active turn is it?
It's your active turn. So you're now declaring your actions.
Okay. So I will only have what my leader provides, which is 3, plus anything I held from round 1.
Yeah. And
so how much do I have here?
We're leaving it at 7, which is what you would have had if you hadn't spent a huge amount last turn.
Yeah.
So if you spent only 3 last turn, you'd have gone back up to 7.
Okay,
because your leader does 3.
Cool. All right, well, I think the very first thing I need to do here is I'm going to spend 2 momentum, because I need to do a double move for a charge.
Yeah.
And I've noticed a thing here. I think your little gnome here, I think he is hanging himself out in the breeze there. So I think I'm going to go for a double charge there. And
this is always quite a good thing, because gnomes are terrible in combat.
Yep.
You can, when you create your character, you can change it up. You can do a surprise combat gnome.
Really?
Yeah. And because they're quite good at magic, they can buff themselves a lot.
Ooh.
So that is possible. As it is, this one is not.
Okay. Well, I assume we're going to have a conflicting action. So what are you thinking of doing here?
I'm going to do a reaction, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to declare my own charge.
Okay.
From here, I'm going to do a double action to catch you as you're charging the gnome.
So as it stands, I have 2 points of actions to do here.
Yeah.
So I have to move up, jump off, and get in.
Yep.
So we have to roll off to see what's happening here. So Alir is my guy.
No, Carusi is your guy there.
Oh, Carusi. All right, I'm going to switch this around because we are tracking this. So what I find helps is on the battle boards here, you have CH1, CH2, CH3, right?
Yeah.
So as I've laid them in front of my little control console here, that's 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
So my leader, my glutton, and my hero.
And mine works the same way. So leader is CH1, CH2 is Samuel, the guy here, my hero.
Oh, right.
And Rollo is CH3.
Okay. Right, so I need to get his eye. So because of his ability, he gets an additional blue.
Yeah.
And 2 white.
We're both doing double action, so we both gain a white dice.
Lovely. Okay, so see what I get. Being the active. Oh, I only get 1 critical.
So if I roll a single critical.
Yeah, you might catch me in the weeds here.
Ah.
Do you?
No.
Nothing?
No, nothing but success, unfortunately. Which sounds like it should be good, but it's not.
So I get to choose when.
Yeah, so you can charge Rollo by himself.
Yeah.
And then be hit by me. If you've killed Rollo first, that's great.
Yeah.
If you haven't killed him, that could cause you a problem because we're introducing the blindsiding rule,
right?
Which represents how you are flanked. So if I hit you and you're already engaged, I get an extra blue dice for each of my models that fight. So not the ones that are already there, but the ones that join. I need to get in and
kill that gnome quickly.
Yes.
Okay. I think I will have my guys go first.
Yeah.
So they will move up to the edge here. So 5 inches is plenty of room to get up to the edge for everybody. And I'll rejig my lines a little bit as I go for the movement here.
Yeah.
Because it's only on my second action that I'm actually doing the charge, yeah? So I can rejig my lines and then do the charge. So I'll get to here. I now need to jump down from here. So here to here. What do we say on this?
1 in 6.
A 1 in 6?
Yeah.
And is it 1 in 6 for each character?
Yeah.
Or for the unit?
For each character, because they take a wound if they fail.
Okay. So for Carusi, I will start with, and then my 2 gluttons.
Yeah.
So Carusi is fine. 1 of the Druggoi are fine. The other one is fine.
Lucky.
So everybody's quite springy today. It's fine. So they jump down fine, and they make it in. And seeing as it's closest to closest, my leader goes in first, and my other guys will follow up behind and try and leave themselves so that when it comes to their step, they can wrap around in. Which I think should be quite painful for you.
Well, and in Carusi's step, he could move right the way around the back anyway to give them the space.
Aye. Okay.
So the first thing we're going to do now, cards.
Yep. So we have 6 apiece now. So I'm assuming we got 3 for the first turn, didn't spend any.
3 for the second turn.
All right.
And I also take 2 fear tokens because you're both terrifying.
Yes.
Oh no, you've only got 1 terrifying model.
Yes, only 1. I've left the glutton out of the way. I'll play none. So that'll allow you to just play the 1. Yeah?
Yeah, and I am going to play Spiritual Shield for its common. I think there's a possibility that I might be dying.
Hi.
So what I'm going to try and do is I take a magic test.
Yeah.
And for every critical I roll, I gain a white dice to my defense.
All right, let's see what you get.
A whole lot of blank. So just to move them all back in.
Yeah.
So he panicked so much at being charged that he forgot to cast spells.
No. Okay,
so we now go down the situation awareness steps.
Okay, so my 6.
Yep.
I'll get his combat together. So 3 blue to start. Then his trait gives him a white. And his polearm gives him blue. So this, I'm hoping, will hurt.
It should do.
2 strikes and 1 critical.
So Rollo, who's the gnome, has a stat of just this. I've knocked that off again.
Oh, it's alright. We'll put it to the side.
Yeah, and that is his armor. So I'm going to roll that. And unfortunately, I rolled 2 blanks and a success.
So 2 damage?
2 damage. He's only got 3 wounds.
So
he also takes 2 fear tokens.
Now, what I forgot to do is actually, during my initiative step, to wrap him around. Can I do it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so he'll just wrap around so that he's in behind the building here. He's a little outside there.
And I'll keep the fear tokens out here.
Yeah, there we go.
So now, situation awareness 4. My gnome gets to strike.
Yep. I'm guessing he's not so good in combat.
He's not.
Just with a little dagger.
He's got a hammer, which means he would have high impact. Your armor as Dorian is immune to high impact, so I can't remove the dice. So I'm going to roll my 3 whites, 2 from his stat, and then 1 extra from his hammer. I got 2 successes.
And that'll go on to...
it can only go on to 1 person, which is Carusi.
Yeah, okay, so his armor, 3 blue to start. He's resilient, so he gets an additional white, and Dorian armor is a red. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what we get. Just what he needs in the more.
It is, unfortunately. If I'd got a single critical, that'd have been a wound.
Oh, although the little gnome, he hits hard for a little dude.
He does, and if you were wearing a normal heavy armor,
yeah,
he'd have removed your red dice because he had high impact.
See. Alright, so next initiative step then.
Yeah, it's 3, which is your Druggoi.
Yeah, so my Druggoi, I'll move the momentum out of the way here. We'll move on in, like so, and they will attack together for 6 white dice.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh, and you also want to record Carusi causing 2 wounds, because it's a legacy game.
So, on the handy dandy tracker here, so I pull this out, put it on 2.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright, so for the actual Druggoi.
Yeah.
See what I can do here. 3 hits.
That could be okay. I'm only rolling 3 dice in defense.
Uh-huh.
And I got 2.
Oh.
Unfortunately for me, that means that he is dead.
Lovely.
Well, he's injured at this point because we're playing a legacy game.
Yeah.
So the way it works in a legacy game is I roll a white dice, and if I get a skull, he's permanently removed from my warband.
Is he a white cloak?
He is a white cloak, so he can't change.
Alright, well, see if he survives.
So in a legacy campaign, he would still be alive, so he would then roll on the wound chart to see whether he'd lost a finger or...
Alright. Well, I will say, don't forget to track your own on this, because we may get an additional battle with you in as well, running the legacy system.
Ah, that would be quite good. As long as...
So, he caused no wounds yet.
He caused no... yeah, he tried to cause a wound.
And failed.
And failed.
Alright, so that'll do for that. You now get to make your move, yeah?
Yeah, so if you're still within 12 inches, it doesn't matter that I don't have line of sight to you, because I had line of sight before.
Yeah, you know I've run around the corner of a building.
So I have to still go closest unengaged model to closest unengaged model.
Yeah.
So he's hitting him.
Uh-huh.
Then he's hitting him. And then what's going to happen is this guy is going to... He's going to move around a bit, and he's going to hit him there.
Okay.
So that's my charge.
Because I killed him before you got in with me, you don't get that unexpected hit then?
No, because what happened is you killed him, you hear me running towards you, and you turn round ready for the fight.
Right, so plant the feet, ready to take.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Unfortunately for me, I take another fear token straight away because I've charged the terrifying unit.
Yep.
The unit that was there is all dead.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter.
Combine. Yeah. Or it doesn't go whoever is the highest.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so initiative step 6 then. I'll be okay. I'll wait.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play Weapon of Renown.
Okay.
So what that will do is it will provide him with an additional white dice to his weapon for the rest of the game, if he survives.
Yes. Okay. So it just goes off?
Yeah, that just goes off.
Okay.
And that goes... With that one, I just put it under him just to remind me that I've got it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so then it's initiative step 6.
Yeah. And this is where, as a Druggoi player, what you want to be doing is... Yes, you can kill heroes.
Yeah.
Your heroes are more powerful than other people's heroes.
Yeah.
The benefit for being a Druggoi is you're really, really good at killing another person's henchmen.
Ooh, lovely.
Now, if you kill henchmen, you create fear tokens.
Yep, and possibly more Druggoi.
And possibly more Druggoi. Yeah.
Oh, Druggoi, sorry.
Yeah, if you were creating more Druggoi, that would be really scary for me.
But... See, that's the thing, though. Is there any way to create more Druggoi on the battlefield? No?
No.
No? Okay. Too overpowered?
Well, there's going to be cards later on that will allow you to potentially do that.
Okay.
But it'll be harder than like the normal test.
Ah, I see.
So you can try and do it. But as a standard thing, no. Only because if you started creating Druggoi, you're looking at models that are worth like 3 times, 4 times a single Druggoi.
I see. I see. So basically, if I say kill a hero or something like that, maybe.
Yeah.
There's a very slim chance of it happening.
If you played a certain card, yes.
Yeah, okay, okay.
But if you otherwise, they just turn... because the curse, what it normally does to people, most people, is they become mindless.
Yeah.
So even if you'd learned all of these skills during your life, you're not going to... You've lost everything.
Yeah, it's just that I am hungry, I must feed.
Yeah. Whereas a Druggoi, he keeps his mental faculties. So he's like, well, I don't want to die.
Yeah.
Armor's good because it stops me from dying, and swords are good because they help me get more food.
Yeah. Well, you see, here's what I would say. Now, this is just me spitballing and thinking about it. I would never allow a henchman to become a Druggoi.
Yeah.
Because they're a bare, bog standard little dude, you know. But if it's something like a hero, and then allow that card to be played on the hero.
Yeah.
Maybe one day actually have a conversation about in the comments, guys. How would you allow the Druggoi to be actually made? Because we've had a look at the background, and you now have sort of a flavour of these guys just being, you know, that mindless hunger, but the Druggoi being more of, you know, I'm hungry, but there's some armour there. That might be handy before I eat my dinner.
And they can wait, unlike the Druggoi.
Oh, right. So
they can go...
Instant thing.
Well, no, it's self-control. So they can be like, he's dead now, and I could start eating him. But if I kill 2 more people, that's 2 times the amount of extra food.
Oh, it's such a creepy sort of idea, though, because I mean, like, we've seen zombies in the past, and it's fine. It's that mindless hunger that we all know. Zombies are less scary than they have ever been because it's a flat threat. It's one tone of fear.
Yeah.
Whereas with the Druggoi, it's that mind behind it. It's why, like, vampires and stuff, I always find more scary than zombies.
Well, and you've got to imagine it's like a heroin addiction. So if you got it, like, I can't imagine you like eating people, Justin. I don't know if you've tried it.
No.
But if you had it, you'd be compelled to eat people.
Yeah.
So it's that thing of your mind slowly breaking and destroying itself over the fact that you could have eaten your family, your friends.
Yeah.
Any of those people, people you dislike as well, but...
No, you see, here's the thing. If I'm eating friends and family, I don't know, I don't think any of them look tasty. You know, I'm definitely not eating John, I'm not eating Warren, I'm not eating Lloyd. Definitely not Lance. No, I don't want to eat any of them. No, they do not look tasty. Well, not even barbecued, and everything's good barbecued.
That's the problem with an addiction.
Alright, so initiative step 6.
Yeah.
So what I get to do here is, my leader will wrap around into one of your...
Axemen?
Yeah, into your Axemen, because I think if I'm just on the Axemen, it's just him that takes it, or
yes,
is it all of them?
No, just the Axemen.
Yeah, so it's just him to base with.
Henchmen tend to attack together, but they defend individually.
Got it. Alright, so I will gather up my attack stat for this, and this, and let's see if we can murder an Axeman. Come on, come over to the dark side. You know you want to.
Ooh. So the Axeman, he's got quite a good defense.
Oh, that was a regular hit.
I said he's got quite a good defense. Unfortunately, the dice have deserted me.
Yeah.
So he is injured. Yep. Now, in a legacy game, if you turn him, he instantly counts as dead. I don't have to test to see whether he died or not.
Yeah.
Because he's a Druggoi, and he joins your warband.
Nice. So let's see if he joins us. Because I would like to have a couple of extra miniatures for when I face John. I think it could be handy. So, oh no,
he doesn't.
He's just down. You just have to test to see if he's dead then.
Yeah, with Henchmen, you roll a white dice, and instead of it being on a skull, if I roll a blank, he dies. There's 50% chance.
Right.
He died. He's removed from my warband permanently.
Right.
So I'm going to put him in this nice castle up here.
Yeah, he can just spectate for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
But no, that's fine with me. We're then down to the next.
And you caused another wound.
I did. So that'll be 3.
So the other benefit of using your Druggoi against henchmen is it helps boost their experience.
Yeah, so it's easier to kill a henchman, easier to get that wound in.
Yeah, whereas for me, I need to keep them alive as much as possible, and I take another fear token again.
Lovely! Okay, so it's on to the next initiative step, which is
3.
I believe, your guy with the mace.
They're all initiative 3.
So my Dragool actually get to go first.
Yeah, so you've got one that's now unengaged.
Yeah, so I think I'll have him just wrap into that next henchman of yours.
Yeah.
And just work his way through. Because even the Dragool can make more Dragool, which is really nice.
Yeah. The downside for you is you're currently having to split your attacks because the other one is in contact with 2 models.
Yeah, but it's still
6 attack.
6 dice.
And if you get that single critical, it can go through, as we saw in the earlier games.
And in a legacy game, it really makes you think a little bit more of where am I going to put these? Because if you put it on the White Cloak, he's more likely to survive. Yes, he might take the wound, but risking it on that henchman, you might want to keep him alive a little bit.
Yeah.
Alright, so, see what we get.
That is a single crit.
Crit and a hit. I will take that all day.
As you said, I'm going to put the crit actually on the hero.
Yep.
And the reason for that is his armor's better.
Yep.
As well as the fact that if he takes only 1 wound, I haven't lost a model.
Yeah.
And the success is
even if he goes down, he's more likely to actually survive.
Well, we're not on a test for him to turn. Yep. Now, if I was playing as Sellswords or Mordenberg State Guard, they're not immune to it, which means there is a possibility they can go.
Well, roll defense. So I assume this is your hero first.
This is my hero. So he's got a lot of good defense.
Yeah,
and he rolled his critical.
Handily.
So the Axeman is next. And he also, because he rolled a critical and only a success was allocated to him, he's fine. That's
fair enough.
So
and now your guys get to swing back.
Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it tactically. I'm going to hit with the hero first, because he's only engaged with one model.
Yeah.
Then I'll hit with the henchman, because hopefully the hero has killed the guy against him, and then the henchman attacks only one model.
Clever, clever. So there are tactics to actually who fights when,
yes.
even if you're on that same initiative step.
Yeah, it's very important, and it can help lead you to a point where if you attack with heroes first, your henchmen then can like narrow in and overpower with their attacks.
So it's a little bit like hunting, you know, cull the weak from the herd.
Yeah, definitely.
Alright, so fire away. My Druggoi only get 3 white in defense. Oof. That's rough.
And this is my attack. So
that might be somebody dead.
You actually can't save it.
Yeah, because I can only... Well, actually,
you roll 3 crits, so that takes out that critical, and 2 successes.
And
the final success goes through.
So, yeah, is he just down?
Yeah, you roll to see whether he's permanently gone.
50-50, anything but a blank, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, survive. Survive, you know you want to.
He survives. So, henchmen, unlike heroes, don't test after the game to see what kind of wounds they've got. They're more of your mindless automatons that are helping you out. Yeah. So you only care dead or not.
Yeah. Can you stagger on? Yes. Okay, get in the fight. All right. So then your Axeman's going to go.
The Axeman's going to go.
That has been a nasty little melee in turn 2.
It has.
I like how killy this game is.
Yeah, it's something. Well, we talked to you when we came over very early on about making sure the game was killy enough that you feel that one, you can get it over.
Yeah.
And 2, that you get that feeling of there's definite death going on.
Yeah.
Rather than a long drawn out.
Each other all day.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, like, yes, it's fun to have those big cinematic moments of just ching, 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 ching. I want to see blood.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, fire away.
So this is against your single guy now.
I can save this.
Yeah.
See what I can do. So it's a crit and a hit.
Oh.
He loves it. He saw his mate go down and went, nope, I'm fine. Okay, so that fight is over.
That fight is over. So you've got options now. You can fight another round of combat here.
Yeah.
But then I could move across and try and support myself.
Yeah.
Or you can start engaging me over here.
We see there was a very specific reason why I did that over there. I have this unit over here, and I want them charging you.
Yeah.
But I knew that you had a unit like right here within the 12, so they could have came in and really just hammered me in one spot here. So I was trying to draw you off, and I think that has worked. So this unit's going to activate. It's going to be given the charge order for 2 momentum, and their target will be your unit.
Okay.
And actually, I'll do this with 2 1s. So I'll trade this out for 2 1s. Because I actually want to mark how I'm moving here.
Yeah.
Because I have to mark you as my target. But what I can do is for 5 inches, I know he moves 6, but I'll move my first 5 through to here.
Yeah.
And then my second will take me on into you, so that I'm avoiding these barrels. Because I'm guessing terrain would affect me on the charge. Yeah,
if you move through terrain, you basically count double the distance. So that's an inch there. You'd count as 2 inches.
Yeah. So I'm having to avoid it, but I think it'll leave me a little cleaner.
Yeah. Whereas what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of options myself. I could do nothing, which is always an option. I could withdraw and move out of your range.
Yeah.
And then draw you out away from this guy.
Yeah. And then I've spent the momentum.
Yeah, and you have to move towards me still.
Yeah.
So I can draw you into like a trap.
Yeah.
But what I'm going to do is this piece of terrain here will provide my guys with a bonus to their defense.
Ah, I see.
So I'm actually going to move only 1 momentum.
And
I'll reduce that down to 4. To take cover behind the terrain.
Right. I am going to say that would probably be conflicting, because I would like to catch you before you get to make that move.
And I'd definitely say it's conflicting, because if we both agree it's not conflicting, the rules as written is you get to go first.
Yeah.
So for me, it's always worthwhile, in this case, to be conflicting.
Yeah. Aye. Okay. So it'll be 2 white, 2 blue for me, and I am using 2 momentum, so you'll get your bonus white die.
Yeah.
So let's see how this one works.
It's not 2 white, 2 blue because it's a different character.
Ah!
It's Alia instead.
So I have to do it with the active unit, not just my leader.
Yes.
Alright, so let's see what he gets there. I believe it's just 2 white, 1 blue.
Yep. Oof. So there's a chance that I'm going to make it.
More risky for me. Let's see what we get. Crit and a hit.
So that's a very good roll. I will take that because that is
crit and
2 crits and a hit. So because I've cancelled out everything you have, I get to go. And I can choose to take your charge. I'm not going to.
Of course.
I'm going to move, and the way I'm going to move is very specific. I'm going to move this guy up behind the barricade.
Okay.
I'm going to move this guy out to their side.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm going to move these guys in behind.
Ah, so you're setting your battle lines ready for me to roll in.
Because the idea is, these can count as being on somebody else's base.
Yeah.
So they can either be him, or this one can choose between the two.
Ah.
Now
so they can sort of poke through the line.
Yeah, so what I'm hoping is when you hit me, you're going to have to hit one of the models that's defended, and then I'm going to be fighting over the top.
Alright, so I still have to move to my first point that I've marked here.
Yeah.
So that brings me out to here. Everybody else follows up behind the 5, staying within that inch to keep the unit cohesion.
Yeah.
So to about there, and about there. And then we go in. And then it's nearest to nearest.
Yeah.
And the nearest model to me, I would say, is this guy.
Yes, he is.
So I will be going into your hero. My other guys are going to follow up behind.
And one of them, because I'm unengaged, he does have to fight me across the barricade.
Ah, okay.
So you can't avoid the barricade.
Yeah.
But you then have to fight me across it. Now, for me, this is very good. He can strike one model.
Yeah.
If you put another one against the barricade, you get to fight with multiple models against me.
I will do that.
Yeah. So you can probably put all 3 of them across the barricade.
That might be the best way to do this.
Because then you
overwhelming force.
You're all climbing over the top. Now, in response, I also get him and the 2 guys behind fighting back across the barricade.
Yeah.
And I get my bonus to my defense.
This was a clever move on your part. I'll have to watch out and make sure John doesn't pull this one against me.
Yeah. The defensive positions can be very useful. They provide you with, when you roll your defense dice, they're an extra blue in defense. So that's really buffing that level of defense. Now, in this case, you could swarm me and cause
a lot of wounds.
A lot of wounds.
But you see, I like that free flowness that the game has. That I'm not standing at the end of an alleyway watching this massive monsters run at me. No, I'm gonna get my back against the wall and be ready to take you. I bet.
Yeah, and in this case, it's allowed me to reposition my spears so they're in a much better position.
Yeah.
Whereas if I'd been hit here, they weren't in base contact with anybody.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't have been doing those supports through, and then I wouldn't have had this potential kill zone here.
Yeah, very clever. All right, so we have to work out the initiative steps, yeah?
First thing is I take a fear token because you're terrifying.
Of course, so just the 1.
Yeah.
Put it down there for you. All right, and now initiative?
No, cards. So you play the first card.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking through, and I keep forgetting to use my stuff at the end of combat. All right, so I'm going to play a common.
Yeah.
A natural appetite I will play as its common, right?
Yeah.
So, strong in body, play at any time. This model gains a blue dice to its defense for the rest of the turn.
Yeah.
So I'm going to play that on my character here.
Now, your character's very good at killing heroes.
Yes.
So I'm going to play Talhoff and Riposte as its standard. This will allow me to re-roll my defense dice. And I get an additional blue dice for my attack.
Right, now you say standard, do you mean common or
specific?
Special?
Sorry.
There you go. Now, you see, this is the thing. Just be very careful of how you name things, because I know the game's still being built up at the minute, but if we get a lot of different names through the videos, people are going to get so confused.
Yeah, no, that is a specific ability.
Okay,
sorry.
There we go. Again, this is why we lay them down the way we do. Because mine's crossways, that means I'm using the common. Because yours is the other way, it means you're using it specific, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, that just keeps things clean on the tabletop.
Yeah,
all right,
so you'd even be able to tell from that, hopefully, even if I've got it wrong with what I'm saying, that what I'm intending to do.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm done.
Okay, I'm not playing anymore either.
All right, so we'll resolve yours first.
Yeah, so mine goes off automatically.
So does mine.
And yours does as well.
So I'll just put it with Alir.
Yeah.
And initiative then.
Yeah, so initiative step 4.
Alir's on 4th.
So Alia gets to strike first because you're the active player.
Okay, so 2 blues, a white to start. He has a white dice on his attack for aggressive, and an additional 2 for his 2 swords.
Yeah.
So that's quite hefty.
Has a lot of attack. It's a lot of white as well. So that's they've only got a 50-50 chance of getting something.
Yeah, but if I'm rolling the 6s, there's quite a few criticals in this little fistful of dice.
Yeah.
I do roll 1.
Yeah, and 2 successes.
2 successes. So that's about average, I would say.
Now Alia, once again, he's got his 2 high impact 1 swords.
Yep. So let's get rid of those.
So that's both of my reds.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna roll my 2 blue and a white, which is just my stat. Now here, I block out both the successes.
Yeah.
I can re-roll one of my dice.
For the riposte?
Yeah, I could re-roll all of them, and there is a 25% chance of getting a critical, but there's also a 25% chance of getting a nothing.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to risk it.
So, needing a 6. No.
Nope.
So there is 1, but you still have parry.
Yeah, so what I can do is, if I
difference.
parry, I'd still take 1 wound. So it doesn't make a difference. I take a wound.
But if you had rolled even a strike on the other one, you could have then parried and blocked both.
Yes.
Got it.
So that's why I re-rolled the 1 dice.
Alright, so Alir is character 3, so he will gain 1 experience for 1 wound, which is fine. Take a dice back.
And I'm now going to do, I'm at situation awareness 4 as well.
Okay.
So I'm going to strike you.
Okay.
So red, blue, and a blue.
Okay. Oh, this hurts. Oh.
So it's not as good as it could be, but not as bad as it could be either.
So 3 strikes and
a critical.
Right, so I need to work out Alir's defense. He's getting that bonus blue, thankfully. He'll get 2 and a white, and he's resilient, so that's another white, and a red for Dorian armor.
Yep.
So that's quite hefty for the save.
And he's fine.
That'll do it.
Oh, you have an extra blue dice?
No. Unnatural appetite.
Oh, yeah.
Did you not use your one?
I didn't, so I get an extra blue.
Okay. It's a hit.
Still nothing.
Still not enough?
No, your crit knocks out a crit.
Yeah.
Your crit knocks out these 2.
And yeah.
And those successes.
Yeah, so unfortunately.
Unfortunately, he did a whole lot of nothing as well.
Yeah, but no, that just shows that hero. Ching, 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 ching.
Yeah, and if I'd got some of them through, that'd have been quite good for me because I'd have started putting fear tokens on you.
So now the interesting one. Situational awareness 3. So that means my guys go before yours, yeah?
Yeah.
So I have 3 Druggoi, so that's 9 white across the barricades.
Yeah.
But each of your guys that you're splitting it to
I can't split it to the spearmen because they're using him as a point to fight through. So this is still only on 1 person. Right. So there is a chance you roll high, you'll just murder him as you come across. Yeah.
That's actually really cinematic because I just imagine the Druggoi reaching across the barricade
and pulling him back.
No. Well, let's see what happens.
Ooh.
Can you even defend it?
I should be able to. I've got 6 dice because I've got my normal stat line, which is 3 white. Yeah. My medium armor is a blue. My shield is a white, and then I'm defending a barricade for an extra blue.
Okay.
So if I roll a lot of criticals,
yeah, you could be laughing. No,
I'm not.
So
and
2 blocked.
Yeah.
Everything else through, so that's 2 wounds on him. Wouldn't parry as a henchman. So now it's down to
blue dice.
Do I turn him?
Yeah.
Come on. Turn on the other side of that barricade because that would be perfect right now. It would be perfect right now. He does.
Oh, he does.
Yes. Oh, we have a spare?
We have a spare.
Okay, because I haven't...
You have lost one.
I have lost one.
But you need to keep him because you need a record of...
I see.
He didn't die.
So now that he's on this side, because this happened at their situational awareness, he doesn't get to fight, I assume.
He doesn't know because you've already skipped that. You're already in that step.
Yeah, but now it means that your spearmen are actually having to stand behind and stab that guy. Well,
they can't kill him because they're the same situational awareness, unfortunately for me.
Oh, so he has just turned.
He's just turned. So he gets to strike back at the guys on the other side of the barricade.
So as he's going down, it's just like, no.
So I get all my attacks from the henchmen. As I was defending the barricade, you don't get the bonus of the defense dice.
Yeah. Because you got there first. You were in position. Again, it's that nice cinematicness that you're taking up the position.
Yeah, they were ready for you, even though he got dragged across the barricade and numbed on.
Yeah, munched. All right. Oh.
So that's a lot of dice.
Yeah. Roll.
I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's a success.
Okay.
So that's a lot of attacks.
Yes, so that's out. So I've got. Now I have to divide these between my 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the way this will break down is 2 of them will take a. Ooh, actually, can I do this cleverly? So if
you can.
If they each take 1. No, it'll. Actually, yeah. So I can have it so that
you can stack 2 on him.
They each take 1.
Yeah.
They take 2. He will have to take 1.
Yeah.
And then the other 2 take 1 apiece.
Or you could definitely lose 1.
Ah, yeah, definitely lose. All right, that's what I'll do. All right, so let's just pop these to the side. We'll do them in sequence. That was the critical.
Yeah.
If I find it. We'll put those there. And each of them gets 3 white.
They do.
The guy with just 2 hits doesn't care.
He's fine.
Guy with 2 hits and a crit.
He's gone.
Yep.
2 hits and a crit.
And 2 crits. Nah, he's gone.
Yeah. But you did keep the guy alive. If you'd put a critical on him, he didn't roll a critical in defense.
Yeah.
So he would have died as well. You'd have lost all 3.
Exactly. All right, so I have to check on 2 of these. Anything but a blank.
And they're still alive.
So one of them's one properly dead.
So one of you guys is gone in the dead bin.
Yeah. The other one
joins his injured friend.
Yes.
But you are now on the other side of the barricade.
Yes.
So I now can't use that bonus to defend.
And I've got another guy for the next round of combat.
Yeah. And
on your hero.
And for the legacy system, you've lost 1, but you've gained 1.
Yeah. Now, you will need to remove this little axeman at the back.
Yeah.
Because he is completely dead.
So he joins the other dead guys.
Yep. And then...
that's the end of round of combat.
Right. I still have 3 momentum here.
Yeah.
So you can spend your momentum plus 1 in actions, yeah?
Yes. And I take another fear token here, sorry.
Okay. Now, I have a glutton at the back, so I think I need to get him moving. Now, he's off camera at the minute, but what he's going to do is, because your guys are all in combat now, they can't react to me.
No.
So I can just have him move, and I can use 3 momentum to get him up into a decent position. So what's his move?
5 inches.
5 inches, so I've got 15 inches. Ooh. Yeah. So he'll move 10 up through to here.
Yeah.
Which I'm thinking should bring him onto camera. Let me actually find out here. So to there. Yeah. And then for his last 5, I have to charge in a straight line, do I?
You have to charge the closest model, not a straight line.
So it'll be this
so you can go round, but you'll hit that spearman.
I'll hit that spearman. I will quite happily hit that spearman. So send him on in for his 3rd.
And your final momentum.
Yes. That I think has been very effective for me.
And that was 1 double action, and then I would have reacted to that. I can't.
Yeah.
1 single action, I would have reacted to that.
But could you react with rallies?
I can't react with rallies necessarily, apart from at this moment. So I can react now because you've hit the unit that's engaged. They can't activate if they're engaged unless they're activating because of the other unit.
Got it. So you get maybe 1 rally to use.
Yeah, which I'm gonna use.
Of course. Why would you not?
So that's from there. Drop that down to 3. And we're now going to do a situational awareness roll-off.
Okay, to see if you rally beforehand.
Yeah.
And I have to do it with him, which is 3 white. Now, because he was doing that on his 3rd momentum, do you gain 2 white dice or just the 1?
Because it was 1 action, which was a double action, which would have given me the white, you then have a stop, and then you would have declared another action. Right. So because I couldn't do anything.
Got it. All right, well, I'll roll mine. He gets a crit and a hit.
And I get two successes.
Yeah.
So that is no... I don't win.
So he gets in before you can rally.
Yeah. And I take another fear token.
Yep.
Because of the fact that you've charged me with another terrifying model.
Yeah.
So at the moment, they can only take 5 fear before they break.
So they're one-off breaking. So
yeah.
If I can kill 1 more guy.
Or cause a wound.
All right, so we'll have to start with the Lear.
Any cards first?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I keep forgetting cards. All right, time to be a little nasty. I'm going to play Ferocity as its specific or special. So that's this card here. I'll pop that there.
And I'm going to play the common ability from Calming Aura,
okay.
which is Fearless, which will allow me to remove 1 fear token.
Ah, useful. I think I'm okay.
Okay.
So that's my last, if you want to play another.
I'm not playing anymore.
Okay, so resolve.
Yeah, so I'm going to do my Fearless, discard it, take off a fear token.
Yeah. What this is going to do for Ferocity, I'm playing it on a Lear.
Yeah.
I want that hero of yours to go, and I think I can actually manage it this turn. So, play at the start of combat. This model gains a number of blue dice equal to their situational awareness. And then they become situational awareness level 0. So does that mean he'll strike very last in this combat?
Yeah, he's the last person to strike.
Yeah, but he's going
he's got situational awareness level 4, so he is actually striking with an additional 4 blue dice.
Lovely.
So it's quite a powerful card.
He has to make it to the end of combat, though.
Yes.
I think he can do it.
He's got all of his wounds so far, still. So his hit points. So it's all down to whether this guy, who is the first person to strike, is able to do anything very nasty. So
we'll see. Working out your dice pool?
Yep.
Okay.
So my dice pool is this.
So on into shot.
Sorry.
There you go.
So what I want to see is a super critical on the red, preferably.
Yeah. No.
That is still pretty good. There's 3 criticals. So if you don't roll a single critical in defense, I would actually kill you.
Yeah, but I can be clever here.
You can?
So, you see, because this guy turned, he's in base contact.
He is.
So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to allocate the criticals first.
Yeah.
And he'll take 2 of them. I don't care about the Druggoi.
The extra guy that turned up.
Yeah. And then Alir himself. So hang on, let me do this right away. So it goes like this and this and this.
Yeah.
And that's the Druggoi. I then allocate this, and I allocate this.
Yeah.
So that's all on the Druggoi. So he's pretty much definitely dead. And Alir should survive to the end of combat and get in that big hit.
Yeah.
So let's move these out the way. I'll roll for the Druggoi.
Very cheeky of you. So the Dragul's gone.
He's dead.
Roll to see if he's permanently dead, because he has joined your warband.
Yes.
So he's not.
That's fine.
So he comes out.
Yep.
You get your extra model.
Yep. I get to keep my extra model.
Yeah.
Even though I'd have lost one guy permanently and gained a guy back, so I've sort of stayed on the balance, which is quite good. Alright, and then I need to do a Lear's defense. So it's 2 blue, 1 white, 1 red, 1 white. For a crit and a hit. Yeah,
and don't forget you've got your double parry.
Ah, yes, I have my parry. Oh, double parry, actually. Yeah, nice. Yeah. So, didn't need it.
You didn't need it. He's fine. He's laughing. And that was all because of your extra buddy.
Yeah, that one guy who got dragged across bit and is just sitting beside his commander, turning and twitching, and the commander's just like, no.
And at the same time, did that and went, ah.
He goes, okay, I need to hit you. Oh, wait, crap.
Yeah.
I love the cinematicness of the combat in this, though. It actually feels like a whirling melee of doom and death.
Yeah, and that's the idea with the henchmen all rolling together, is you don't have to worry about exact placement on the henchmen.
Alright, so then we're on to 3s.
Yeah, so unengaged models can move first, up to 3 inches. Now what you can do is another cheeky thing. You can drop that guy in 3 inches, put him in the centre there.
Yeah.
And then the reason you've done that, because you're the active player, you move them first.
Yeah.
Is that otherwise, if you hadn't have moved him in there, this guy could have moved and jumped on your glutton.
Ah.
So you would have had to fight 2, and your attacks would have been spread across 2 models.
Yeah, because whenever you're shifting in combat, you can't leave base contact with an enemy you're already touching.
Yeah.
But you can swing around a little bit. So if you get 2 on, you're sort of locked in place.
So this guy here could only now swing around his base.
Ah.
So he can't leave him. Whereas this guy, you could have swung around his base to hit both, but that would have been bad for you because you'd have been splitting your attacks.
Okay. So I'll have my little Druggoi go first.
Yeah.
So he'll swing with his 3. Yeah, it divides amongst the 3 because he's touching all 3.
Yeah.
So it really won't do anything, but he's having a go. A crit and a hit.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the crit on my leader, because he's almost certainly going to stop it.
Yep.
And I'll take a success on this spearman here.
So which one?
That spearman there, actually.
Okay.
So Because if he goes, because you've attacked with your Dragul first, he won't get to attack.
But will he not get his 3-inch move in?
No, he's already moved. Because what happens is you move first, then you attack.
So I would have to move him before I rolled that?
Yes. But you wouldn't have necessarily wanted to do, because you'd have rolled round, and if you hadn't killed him, you'd have had to fight 2 people with your dice.
Got it.
So that's why there's a bit of a tactical...
who do I put stuff
Yeah, so if you'd attacked with him first, killed him, then he would have only had to fight 2 models as well.
See, I did think I was being sneaky. Now you're seeing me being sneaky, you're being sneaky too. I like this step up. I like this step up. All right, roll away.
So I'll roll for the spearman first.
Okay.
So luckily I got the single success. Thank you.
It does mean that my glutton does get to attack as well.
It does.
Yeah, let's just move that little roof out.
Yeah.
I don't know. I need to talk to the repair crews because that should not be coming off. I think whenever John built that, he left it loose just to get miniatures in there.
Ah, I see.
Because it's one thing I want to do with the Stoic Arms at some point. I want to do a scenario for this game now that I'm learning to play it, where you're one of the crews, you've been caught off guard, the bottom has been invaded by the Dragul, everybody's turned, and you have to fight your way down through waves of Dragul.
That'd be really cool,
fight your way out.
Especially as a narrative scenario as well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I know you guys are building narrative scenarios for all your terrain, so I mean, like, people really should just jump in. If you have a cool idea for a building, go for it. Yeah, and we're going to do it for all of the feature buildings. So if you've got an idea for the blacksmith, we're bringing out, as part of the Kickstarter, one of the stretch goals is Halgar, who's the blacksmith there, in his battlesmith mode. Battlesmith?
Yeah, the Karagian dwarves, they have battlesmiths.
I like.
So you could have him defending his home.
Yeah. Well, you could have... you could maybe run him as an NPC.
Yeah, you could.
Because if you have 2 warbands trying to get in to steal all the gear and armor that he's been creating for one or the other of them, and he's just, as soon as the guys walk in, he's just like, no, get out.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
No, just launch them out a window. Okay, so one more save to take.
Yeah.
And that's on your big guy.
Yeah, and he's got his 2 red dice. So he didn't roll a single critical, but once again, he does have parry. So he's going to parry it up.
Yep.
And block it off.
Yeah, which is good for you.
It is good for me.
So my glutton will still get to attack because that guy didn't die. So the glutton is 2 blues, white, and aggressive gives him an additional blue. That's it. And
you outflanked me.
Yes, so that's another additional blue.
It is.
Ooh, he should be dead. I hope he's dead. Come on, give me another Dragul. Ah!
Ooh, so he kind of stumbled into the combat.
Yeah. But
let's see, if I don't get the 2 successes or a critical.
No, you got it.
3 successes, he's fine.
He's fine. He's laughing.
Now, gluttons, they change how they do the turning. So everybody else does it on a blue dice. A glutton only does it on a white dice. There's only a 1 in 6 chance.
So what, are the gluttons just super hungry?
Yeah, so there's more chance of somebody being permanently dead effectively if a glutton's got hold of them.
Okay. And then your spearmen will get to attack.
Yeah, so they have to attack together again.
But I can divide the attacks out reasonably well.
Which is why you wanted to drop him in.
That'll work nicely. So, what do you get?
I got 5 successes.
Okay. So I need to divide these down. I think I can... Can I divide them down amongst my entire warband here?
You can't because somebody's in contact with him now. So as soon as somebody goes in contact with the spearman can't use the reach rule.
Alright, so it's between my glutton and my Dragul.
Yes.
Alright, so it's 2 on the Dragul, 3 on the glutton.
Yep.
Alright, so we'll push those just up out the way. So I'll do the glutton first. Actually, no, I used it. I had a thing that was going to give me extra defense, but it's done.
Yeah.
Which was the unnatural appetite.
Yeah.
That's okay. So, I'll do the glutton first. So it's 2 blues and a white, and an extra white for resilient.
Yep.
And he's got 3 hits to actually take, but he has wounds, so I'm okay.
Right,
Unless
so
I roll like that.
He would take a single wound. Luckily for you, he has 5.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, it wasn't caused by a hero, so we don't record it.
Yeah.
Henchmen go up very simply in experience, so we don't need to record how many wounds henchmen cause.
Okay. Right, then I have to do my last little Dragul, my little dwarven Dragul.
Yeah.
Can he live? He can?
He can. He's very happy.
He's just standing there going, food everywhere, so much food everywhere. I'm so happy right now.
He's probably taking a little nibble of one of your guys that fell over earlier.
Yeah. Okay, now it's time for the 0 step.
Yes.
This is what's got to worry you. So, Alir starts with 2. Oh, if I don't drop dice everywhere. Starts with 2, gains 2, gains 1, gains 4.
You'd like some more blues, wouldn't you? Is that right?
So it's 2 base.
Yeah.
Plus 4, and then 3 white.
And your bargain.
Bargain?
Yourself, in your traits.
Bargain. Yeah, that's the... Oh, bloody hell. Yeah. Alright, here's what I'm rolling right now. That's a scary handful of dice.
It is, especially as you've got high impact 2 1s.
Lots of hits.
Lots of hits. Now, for me, this is relatively good.
Yeah.
Because it means that
I can only do 1 wound.
You can only do 1 wound.
But you have 8 to save.
And you're going to remove my 2 red dice, I'd assume.
Yeah. So can you even do it?
I can't. There's no point in rolling. Yeah. I could roll 3 criticals, knock out 6.
And yeah.
So I take another wound.
Yeah. He will get an XP for it.
Yeah.
Oof. That could have been a lot worse for you.
It could have been. You needed some more of the criticals.
Mm-hmm. But, you know, a hefty slap. It pretty much guaranteed that wound and a little more XP, which will help me during the legacy step.
Yeah, and when you take your fight against John, if you've increased some of your stats, and he hasn't done quite as well, that'll be an interesting fight.
Well, this is the thing. I actually want us to sit down at some point and actually talk through what both myself and John do, either before or after the match, about what upgrades we have. So
yes,
we'll see how it goes. We'll decide how we're going to film it a little later. All right. So for now,
you've run out of momentum.
Turn over, yeah. Oh, you're lucky. You got... I thought I had him broken. So, you played a card to take 1 fear off there.
Yeah.
Ah! Well played.
So, if I hadn't played that, I would be broken.
So, we tidy up. All momentum comes in.
Now, we don't remove fear tokens.
Yeah, so purple for me.
And
I go back up to my maximum because I'm now reactive, yeah?
Yeah. And I gain only the momentum from my leader.
Yes.
So, I gain 6.
Yeah. So I did force you to react quite a bit during that turn.
Yes. I could have been potentially on more than 7 if I hadn't reacted as much. Killing trees.
Alright, so how do you plan to fight this?
Well, what I'm going to do is, first of all, we're both going to draw cards. So I'm going to get 3 more cards and you're going to get 3 more cards.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to rally.
Okay, so...
I'm going to rally here. The only unit you can react with is this unit. So they can't, there's nothing to rally with.
Well, I'll react and try and fight you before you rally.
Yes, you can.
So I think that's an important thing. So I'll put 1 in and try and generate a round of combat. So, it's with Alir.
Yeah.
So it's 2 white, 1 blue. And you're the active player, so you're rolling first here.
I am. So I've got 2 successes.
Okay.
You can let me go first if you like.
Fight me!
So, I'm going to play cards, and I'm going to play Deadly Cut.
Okay. I'm going to play... I'm going to be a little mean here. So I'm going to play the Enchanted Weapon.
Ah.
So if I get it off, that'll give Alir a red die.
It will.
On his attack, which could hurt very badly.
It could, and I'm going to respond by playing the common on Spiritual Shield, which is the one that will allow me to get extra defense dice.
No, but I will save this one because I expect to maybe take a wound this turn. I have one here that I think is going to save me from a wound.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens. So no more from me.
So we now work them all out. So the first thing is Spiritual Shield. I'm going to roll now to get criticals to increase my defense by whites.
None.
So none.
That comes away.
That gets discarded.
I'm rolling for Enchanted Weapon. It's on Alir, so it's on his magic. Oh, blast. I think I had a blast. I could have used an Alchemist Elixir.
It says play at any time.
Ah, yes. So I will play that, because I'm looking for criticals on that, and I'll put an additional blue, so I've got blue, blue, white.
Yeah, and you need only 1 critical to gain that red.
Yeah, but that's giving me an additional 25%.
Is.
See if I can get it.
And you did, and that could have been, you never know.
That could have been the one that failed, yeah. So, worth doing it. So, I'll bring that over here, and I'll put a red die on the card. just to remind me that it's there.
Yes.
Then it's on to you for your
so
next.
So Deadly Cut goes off automatically, and that's the one that works like parry, but for attack. So I can upgrade a standard to a critical, and if my red dice gets a critical, I can upgrade that to a super critical.
Yeah. Whew. Okay.
So
because you're active, you get the initiative during the fight.
I do.
Your step 4s will go before mine.
Yeah, and once again, he can't roll round. So
he's locked in.
Because he's locked in.
And it will split into that little Druggoi.
Yep.
Which is great for me. Because if you get that super critical, I might be able to actually put it down first and just put it on that little Druggoi and let him die.
Yeah, he'll die instantly, but you can then put any more criticals. You can keep...
I can feed them into him a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we didn't get it.
I didn't get it.
There is a critical there.
And I'm going to upgrade one with my Deadly Cut to another critical.
So, Alir, I'm feeling, is quite safe at the minute. He's got 3... oh no, I have to divide it equally because it's 4 and 2.
Yep.
So, I'll have to roll it equally. So, for Alir, I'll gather his up. So, it's 2 blue, white.
Out of the way a bit.
And then 1 white for Resilient. And 1 red for Dorian Armor. So this is on 2 hits and a crit.
Oh, he does not care.
And then on the other one, this is where it could go wrong. Yeah, it does.
It does.
He'll go down. I have to roll anything but a blank. He's fine. So my guys are taking lots of injuries, but they're not going down.
Yeah, and the good thing about it is none of your heroes have gone down yet.
Yeah, you haven't even wounded my heroes, which is one thing. If you guys watched the demo game, you're probably wondering, if you didn't watch it, you're wondering, why the hell is Justin not taking fear? Because my guys don't care about the henchmen. They're just mindless drones. Go, cannon fodder, go, die. Whereas if my heroes take a hit, that's when I don't like it. I think I don't if my glutton takes a hit.
Your glutton has a Druggoi special rule, so he doesn't count.
Yeah.
Your hero... What will happen is if you lose one of your heroes, you're probably going to lose the game. In this scenario.
Right. It's on to my hero.
Yep.
So he's just going to attack. He's not going to move or anything. So 2 blue start, plus 2 white, plus a blue, and plus the red. And that's him.
Yep.
So hopefully that'll be 4 strikes. Taking you down by inches.
Right, so I block 3 of them.
And there were 4, so that's 1.
That's another 1.
And it puts that fear token on you.
It does.
Important. And it gives Alir
another victory, another
experience. So he's on 3, and so is Carusi. Trees everywhere.
Yeah. There's butterfingers with the trees. Right, so situational awareness step 3. I'm the active player now. So what I'm going to do is...
Yep, he's going to wrap out and round.
Well, he's not engaged with anybody.
Yeah.
He's going to come in and hit the glutton.
So there are 2 spearmen on the glutton now.
Yeah. Oof. So they're combining their attacks and splitting down your attack against 2 models. So as I'm the active player, I do my attack first.
Yeah.
So that's the attack from the 2 spearmen.
Ugh.
And that is very good for me.
So that's 4 hits, 2 crits.
Yeah.
I need that. I need that. I need that. I need...
you can roll 4 crits to not take a wound.
Yeah.
Which is going to be very hard.
No.
Right, so this is...
Important.
You can knock out 3 successes, but that's 3 wounds.
Yeah. So he takes that, and he's got 1 wound left.
He has. And if I kill him, he still is a hero. If I injure him, he's still a hero. So you roll a white dice, and if you get a critical, he's dead. Otherwise, he's
fine. Yeah.
Fine.
Ouch. Okay, but
he does get to attack.
So 2 blue, 2 white.
3 blue and 1 white.
Oh, sorry.
That's your defense.
Yeah.
You can roll it if you like. I don't mind.
No. It's fine. Thank you for keeping me right. 1.
So I'll take it on this guy here.
Yeah. That's not really going to do much.
And I got a critical in defense.
He's laughing. He doesn't care. The big guy's... He must be starving or something today. He's not up to it.
Yeah.
That or he just ate. Made him sleepy.
Well, he caused the fear for charging, which was worthwhile, because it meant I had to spend a card.
Yeah.
And he's also... If he hadn't come in, these two guys would have been attacking Alia.
Yeah.
I'd have put them in... Instead of using their special rule to fight through, I'd have put them in contact with you. Because if I'd done that, really the attacks are split.
Yeah. But here's the important thing. So the round of combat is now over.
Yeah, I get to do my rally.
Exactly. Exactly. Now that's one thing to be careful of is, even though I've reacted and created combat, you still get your original action.
Unless they're all dead.
Yeah. What'd you get?
I'm gonna roll over here. I rolled. I'll show you what I rolled because I rolled in the wrong place. Right. I rolled 2 successes and a blank, so I didn't remove any fear.
Yeah. So it's looking for crits on those. Yeah.
Yeah. If it's a skill test, which that is, basically most of the things that you roll by yourself are skill tests.
Yeah.
And if it's a skill test, critical causes 1 effect.
Yeah.
So in the case of enchanted weapon, it says if you get a critical, you get a red dice. Yeah. But it's only 1, so there's no... Like, I rolled 3 criticals.
I have 3 red dice. This would be insane.
Whereas there is a flaming weapon card, which comes under fire magic. For every critical you roll, you gain a blue dice in combat. So if you think of the gnome... Yeah.
Just this little burning ball of doom.
Yeah, and then there's an earth spell, which earth and fire work together, which is stone skin, and that is the same thing but for defense. So you can have a gnome go super strong in attacking and super tough.
So it just turns into like a little walking volcano.
Yeah, imagine a mix of The Thing and Johnny Storm from Marvel. Like just combined together.
Yeah, so just a little molten gnome walking forward going, I am invincible!
Yeah, until his magic runs out.
Yeah, just in the middle of everything, just, oh. Hi. Okay, so those guys are done.
Yeah, and that is the end of it. So what I'm going to do now is I still need to remove the fear.
Yeah.
If I don't remove the fear, I'll be broken.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I would have lost either as broken or dead 50% of my models.
Yeah. Game over.
Game over for me.
Okay.
Well, no, I'd have to do a nerve check. But I don't know if I'd stay.
Okay.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to commit to doing the same again.
All right, I will attempt to fight you first.
So once again, it's a situational awareness roll-off.
Yep. So that's my 2 white, 1 blue. Roll away.
Oh, 3 successes.
So
the critical knocks out 2 of my successes. I've got 1 left, so I get to go first.
Yeah, so you get to roll your attempt to actually save yourself before I get to fight you.
And once again, no criticals.
And now we fight another round of combat.
Yeah.
Okay.
So situational awareness, cards first of all.
Yes.
We're probably draining each other very heavily from cards.
Yeah.
So I play the first one, so I'm going to play Magic Drain, which has the same common ability. Spiritual Shield. So that's the, if I roll a critical, I get to gain an extra white dice in defense for my models.
Yeah. What I'm going to do is the exact same as you did last turn. I'll play Spiritual Shield.
Is that's as a common?
Yes, as a common.
Yeah.
Sorry. I need to keep it turned the same way. Whoops.
That's all right. So what you get to do is you resolve yours first.
All right. Are you playing no more?
I'm not playing anymore, sorry.
Right, unless so I would get to play 1 more then. I don't think I have anything... Yeah, I'll play a potion.
Yeah.
So what I'll play is it's a regular Cleric's Remedy.
With potions, they're play at any time.
Well, I'll just play it now.
Yeah.
Then I can just take care of it and have it done. Basically, it lets me take 1 wound back off that glutton.
Yeah. So, for instance, if I have a potion myself, I can wait until I take my last wound. He's lying there on the floor, opens his stopper, takes a swig, and isn't dead.
Okay.
So they're quite good as a safety net.
Yeah. I figured I could do it now and have it out of the way, because if you try and do it then, it just feels a little odd that it's that last gasp, I'm coming back. Are you already dead? Are you not?
Yeah.
Right, so I have to roll a white die.
I know it is your Magicka.
Blue die. Yeah, I'm putting it on Alir.
Yeah.
Because I want him to survive.
Well, it affects the whole unit.
Really? Okay. Just do I double check? There you go.
No, it doesn't. Oh yeah, the unit gains.
Oh right, okay. So everybody would gain an additional white.
Yes.
Okay, that'll make a big difference here, I hope. So, looking for skull. Got a skull.
You got a skull. So both Alia and the glutton gain a white. Now the important one is the glutton.
Yes, because he's already hurt.
Yeah.
So that'll come away. I'm going to my discard.
Yeah.
And then yours will also go off. So you're doing the exact same, yeah?
But my magic's not quite as strong as yours. And once again, I don't roll a critical.
Yeah. Okay. Then you get to attack me with your hero.
Yeah.
Your leader, sorry. Let me call that up. That's a super critical, a critical, and 3 hits.
Now, your minion is gone.
Yes.
You don't have your little Druggoi friend there, so it's all on Alia.
Yeah, so if you pull that out the way, just to tidy it up. So I've got my red from Dorian armor. Got my 2 blue. I've got my white. Got my additional white, and that's what I have. But I get an additional white for the spell I cast.
Yeah.
So 3 whites, 2 blues, and a red. Doable.
The red needs to get the super critical.
But I have the...
You've got the double parry. So if you get a single success, you can go critical, super critical. But you have to do it on the red.
Yeah, but let's see if I can do it. So that'll block your super crit.
Yeah.
If I find it here. And then...
They block off the successes.
Yeah, so 1 wound gets through.
Yep.
Okay. Now I do take a fear token.
You do?
First one of the game. So I'll pop that there.
And...
A wound.
My leader caused the wound.
Now, are we going to see these little trackers in the Kickstarter, I'm wondering?
They are actually part of your starter set.
Oh, right.
So in the starter set,
yeah,
which we're looking at a recommended retail of about £45, you're going to get 8 figures. You're going to get 55 cards.
Oh, wow.
Of which the majority of them are ability cards.
Yeah.
But you also get the Henchmen cards, so you can take Henchmen from level 0 to level 5.
I see.
Which is the highest level a Henchman can get to.
Yeah.
You get 2 different types of character card for each model, so you can pick to have Alia as your leader rather than Carusi.
Right.
So you can pick between the 2 of them.
So you can sort of tailor the force the way you want to play.
Yeah, and then you've also got like a guide card. You get all the dice, a load of tokens, and an A5 rulebook.
Lovely.
So everything you need.
Okay, cool. So you went. I now get to attack back with Alir.
Yeah.
So Alir. I will remember this eventually. It's just getting up to speed. So +2 plus a blue. So it's 3 and 3 for him. Ooh, that'll do.
Yeah, especially as once again I'm going to do the assumption that you're removing my reds.
Of course. Oh, damn.
So he blocked everything.
Yeah. Damn. Well played.
Yeah. This is level of skill. Not mine.
It's the one thing everyone says. We'd all be amazing gamers if we just rolled dice better.
Yes.
Which you just did.
Yeah. So I now get to do my situational awareness 3.
Yep. So 2 spearmen into that glutton again, who I think may be about to fall down.
Yeah, if I get a lot of criticals again, he's only got 4 defense dice.
Yeah.
He's got his extra white, don't forget.
Yes.
So once again, that's 2 criticals, 2 successes.
Yep. So I'll gather up his dice. So it's that 2 blue, 1 white, and an additional white. So I either match you or I get 3 crits.
Yep. Sorry.
You're okay. Oh.
So you got one of the crits gone.
Yeah.
You got the successes gone.
Yeah. But
the crit goes through. If you hadn't used your potion,
yeah,
you could have gone
dead. So he just about survived for another round.
He did. He now gets to attack back.
Yeah, but attacking back as he is with the 2 guys on him, it's quite tough.
Yeah.
So that'll be 3 hits.
So
I might get some.
Yeah. The one that's taken 2 will be this guy here. So the one with 2 is fine. The one with a single success is fine.
Yikes. So it's... Oof.
So this combat is becoming very bloody.
Yeah.
And what we're now going to do is I'm going to have to spend another momentum to try and remove my fear.
I forgot my additional white.
Ah.
I'll roll that now if that's okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
If I get a crit, he didn't take that wound. Because that's the only thing that got through. No, he took the wound. But it's easy enough to fix whenever you forget little things like that in this game.
Yeah.
As long as you're not like half a turn down the line.
Yeah, yeah. Like 3 turns later, I could have moved him.
Yeah, or I should have rolled an extra dice there. Let me do that.
Yeah. So.
Yes, so as it stands, you're still in a rough spot here.
Yeah, and at the moment, I've got these 2 guys here who could carry on fighting, but they're not breaking. So what I'm concerned about is this group here.
Yeah.
So once again, I'm going to have to start spending more momentum to stop them from running.
Yeah, now, Alir can spend
one
his command
more.
plus 1.
Yeah.
So he will spend 1 more and try and fight you beforehand.
Yeah.
Just to try and get an additional 1 in, because it's making it harder,
And I'm likely to only remove 1 or maybe 2. Or if I carry on rolling the way I was for morale, none.
Alright, so I've got my situational awareness. Now, yeah, I think we're good. So after you. Oh. So I get to fight you first.
Yeah. So the advantage of being the active player is that your criticals are more powerful than your opponent's criticals.
Yes.
The advantage in some ways for being the reactive player is if you get it down to 0, you've won.
Yeah, pretty much. Well, you see, this is the thing. Even though I'm the reactive player right now and I'm burning, I'm quite comfortable doing it because I know it's important. You know, it's judging how important those reactions are. Yeah,
if you react every time somebody acts, then you tend to be playing their game.
Yeah.
So they're dictating what you're doing. If you do it the other way around and you do it selectively and when it will achieve something for you, you mess up their active turn and you keep your momentum.
Yeah, although I think I'm getting a little bit of red mist during this combat because I'm getting to the point where my glutton is about to go down.
Yeah.
I might be better just to let you sit there and use that.
Yes. It's the same as if you saw the earlier game we did.
Yeah.
I would have been better off not charging my gnome in.
Yeah, now I'm actually looking at it, I'm thinking, actually, I shouldn't be doing this. I should just be letting you roll it.
Yeah, because the chances are you're probably not going to kill him in a single round of combat.
Yeah.
He does only have 2 wounds left, so...
And it is more XP for Alir.
Yeah.
So, I'll let it run as is. I will fight you first, so you'll get his attacks against me. And hopefully Alir will survive, because he's still got 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So, roll. Ooh,
so, I once again got another super critical.
Yeah. So, thankfully, that Dorian armor is a lifesaver.
And the 2 parries.
Yeah.
So, if you were up against him, you'd have lost your parries.
Yeah. So, picking your opponents is important as well, lads.
Yeah.
And ladies out there. So, let's see what we get. Okay, so I can upgrade that with 1.
Yeah.
To a super critical. That'll block your super crit. I can upgrade this with the 2nd parry to a critical.
Yeah.
But it's still 2 wounds.
It is.
So, I believe Alir is dead.
He is. I gain 2 experience.
Yeah, because you did 2 wounds.
And Alia has to roll a white dice.
Yeah.
On a critical, he is actually removed from your warband.
Oof. This is risky biscuits.
It is.
He's fine.
He's fine. So this is exactly what you were saying about picking it, because I wouldn't have forced another round of combat. I'd have just been rallying.
So, because it was Alir, that's 2 more on that.
You actually remove the fear tokens from that unit. Because he is unaffected by fear.
So he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. He's not going to run away.
Alright, so he's just going to stand there till he's dead?
Yes.
Okay, lovely. Right.
They're really good for blocking up units, as you can imagine. You just slam them into a unit and they'll just stand there.
Yeah, right. Well, you have your rally test to take.
We still have the rest of combat.
Oh yeah, sorry. So, your guy's next for the spearmen.
Yeah, so both the spearmen are going together.
Yep. So 2 hits, 1 crit.
Yeah.
Right. So it's that. I'm hoping I can survive. Otherwise, you're just going to run across and munch me. Oh, 2 crits. That'll do it. Lovely.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my morale check.
Yeah, well, he still has to fight.
Oh, yes. I skipped you.
Yeah, so it's that, and...
A blue.
Okay. Come on. Hey, 2 hits and a crit.
So, I'm going to put the crit on one of them.
Yep.
The way I'm going to do it, sorry, is a sneaky way of doing it.
Right. So the crit goes on 1.
The crit goes on 1, and the 2 hits go on the other.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, let me move these just a little out of the way for you.
So the one with the crit.
Yep.
He rolled a crit.
Yep, he's fine. The one with the
two successes. Rolled 2 successes.
Oh, clever.
If I'd done that where he took a crit and a success, I could have gone.
Yeah, but having a crit or 2 hits to make seems a little easier than a crit and a hit.
Yes.
Clever. Alright, so
survival. I'm going to do my morale.
Yep, you roll your morale.
I once again didn't roll a critical.
Yeah. And can that unit do any more?
They can. Not going to.
Right.
What I'm actually going to do is I've got full momentum left.
But
I'm going to end the turn.
Right.
The reason I'm going to end the turn is because at the moment I'm going to get this unit broken.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
Now for all the factions, if you've had 50% of your models get broken or killed, you would then have to take nerve checks.
Yes.
Druggoi are different. If you have 50% of the Druggoi models.
Oh.
So I have just reached that tipping point.
So because I lost a layer, because I was so blood hungry.
Yeah.
Right.
And the reason I'm going to do it is you're going to do a nerve check.
Okay. On which step?
So we'll go through it properly. Go through the steps.
Okay.
So the first step is we check morale.
Right.
This unit's broken, so they get. Can you pass me one of the red skulls?
Yes. There you go.
This is just a reminder that that unit is broken.
Yeah.
Now none of your units have broken.
Yes.
So we move on to nerve checks.
Right.
Now, 50% of my models are broken or dead.
Yes.
So I have to take a nerve check.
Yes.
But, as we said in the demo game, the reactive player tests first.
Right.
So, because I broke you in this turn, I know you have to test first.
Yeah.
Your morale is 2 blue dice.
Yep.
And you have 3 Druggoi wounds. So you need 3 criticals on only 2 dice.
So I can't do it.
You can't do it. There are cards that boost your morale.
But I have an additional hero.
No, you do have an additional hero because he's not broken, so you do get a blue dice. I forgot about him.
So, 3 criticals.
And you stay.
Probably won't do it.
Oh.
No. So, game over. I lose. But that's something important. That's a big lesson that I've learned for the Druggoi in this game is that don't be blood hungry.
No.
Don't risk those heroes unless you have to.
And it's something the Druggoi fight almost completely opposite to the other factions because you're going after henchmen.
Yeah.
And you're avoiding heroes.
Yeah, and your henchmen are going after those heroes just to try and bog them down and drag them down.
Whereas for everybody else, you're having your heroes go after heroes and your henchmen go after henchmen.
Right, well, guys, I have learned a lot about this faction in this video. Hopefully you have too. We will move on and we will see you in the next one.
We hope you enjoyed this Let's Play. Go ahead and check out our other content on screen now, and be sure to check out beastsofwar.com for the latest gaming news and gaming Let's Plays. And while you're at it, why not hit subscribe and remember to ding our dong. Go on, you know you want to click it. Go on.